Hello friends, welcome to my channel. Today I will tell you 5 scary stories about haunted objects. Story 1, the doll that blinks. I swear the doll's eyes never left me. I found it at a thrift shop, cracked porcelain and a faded dress. I couldn't see its eyes during the day. They were hidden under a dirty cloth. But at night, under the dim glow of my bedside lamp, they seemed to gleam. I guess I got it home and set it on my dresser, only to wake up at 3 a.m. with its glassy eyes staring directly at me. I tried to convince myself it was just a trick of the light, but fear knotted my stomach. I got out of bed and moved the doll to the closet, locked the door, and went back to bed. But every time I closed my eyes, I saw those beady eyes staring back. In the morning, when I opened the closet, the doll was tucked neatly under my bed sheets, like it had been waiting for me to wake up. From that day on, I never slept well again. Sometimes at night, when the moon is full, I swear I can hear tiny footsteps coming up my stairs. I don't own the doll anymore. I threw it away after I moved into a new apartment, but sometimes I still hear those footsteps. Story 2, the cursed mirror. I bought an old ornate mirror at a garage sale for just a few dollars. It was big, like floor to ceiling. I hung it up in my bedroom and I liked how it looked, how it made me look. At first, nothing happened. But one night I woke up to go to the bathroom and caught my reflection smiling in the mirror while I wasn't smiling. I stared back at myself in confusion, but then my reflection tilted its head. That's when I screamed. It slammed its hand against the glass, shattering it. I think it was instinct that made me drop the shards. I didn't want to touch them. But in every piece, my reflection kept smiling back at me. Even without the mirror, every mirror I look into shows that same evil grin. I see my own face contorted in a silent scream. I wish I could smash all the mirrors, but then where would I look to see the real me? Story 3, the music box. It was a beautiful old music box, the kind you wind up in the corner of an antique store. I had to have it. When I got it home, I wound it and it played a hauntingly beautiful lullaby. But the creepiest part was I didn't wind it and it started playing. It was 2:15 in the morning, and every night at that exact time, the music box started playing on its own. I became obsessed with figuring out how, but I couldn't figure it out. So I decided to wait and watch. I lay in bed, staring at the ceiling, counting the minutes until the music started. Sure enough, bang, 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 bang. It was the music box. This time, though, instead of winding up on its own, the lid slowly lifted. All I could see was the dark interior, and I couldn't make out anything else. But then a tiny mouth appeared inside. The lips moved, and I heard my name being whispered. I flung the lid open and smashed the music box, but it didn't stop the lullaby. Now I hear it in the walls. Story 4, the haunted painting. It was one of the few things my grandmother left me. She was a strict woman who never smiled. No one knew what secrets she hid. I'll admit I was disappointed in my inheritance. A collection of antique lace doilies and a framed painting. The painting was an oil-on-canvas portrait of a stern-looking man. My grandmother's ex-boyfriend, maybe. I hung it in my living room and tried to ignore the unsettling feeling it gave me. Days turned into weeks, and I got used to the painting. Or so I thought. One night I was reading on the couch when I glanced up, and it seemed like the man in the painting was watching me. I blinked and looked away. Maybe it was my imagination. But every time I looked up, he was still there staring at me. I told myself it was just an old painting trick of the light. But one night I woke up and felt a cold hand clamp over my mouth. I screamed and scrambled away. The man in the painting was standing in front of me, his eyes gleaming with an eerie light. I ran out of the room, slammed the door, and didn't come back. Until morning, the canvas was empty, the paint peeling away from the frame. I've never found the painting again. I wonder if it holds any clues as to what secrets my grandmother was hiding. Sometimes, though, I still feel the ghostly touch of his fingers around my neck. Story 5, the cursed ring. I found it on my doorstep, a velvet box with a silver ring inside. There was no note, no explanation, just the ring and a sense of foreboding. The band was intricately carved with strange runes. It almost felt wrong to wear, but I couldn't resist trying it on. The moment my fingers brushed against the metal, I felt my heartbeat skip a beat. I slipped it on my finger and instantly felt a chill crawl up my arm. It was an unsettling feeling, like a premonition of doom. Then I noticed the shadows around me seemed to twist and writhe. I tried to take it off, but my skin burned where the metal touched me. It was as if the ring was a curse, binding me to its will. Then I heard whispers slithering into my ear. "You're mine now." I panicked and finally managed to claw the ring off my finger. I didn't want to sleep, afraid of what might happen when my guard was down, and I didn't. But the next morning, I woke up to find the ring back on my finger. And this time the whispers wouldn't stop.